Topuan Uma Sambanthan was present when history was made and the independence of Malaya was declared on August 31st, 1957. Uma still gets emotional thinking about that momentous day when the country freed itself from British rule.
On Merdeka Day, we saw that big crowd, and Tatar and Merdeka, my first thought was, you cannot go there. Selangor Club, only the Orang Puteh went there. So we are there, gathered, to see the British flag come down. Oh, that feeling, I tell you, you have to be born and bred in a colonial country to understand that. They were waiting for 12 o'clock. But what happened was when Tunku came in, waiting for him. But when he came, he was stopped for a few minutes because the UMNO youth wanted to give him a title. So that delayed things a bit. Not many people know about that because they think that Merdeka was ushered in and the British flag went down dot 12 o'clock at midnight. God Save the Queen was played for the last time. Flag came down, we were so joyful. And when they played the anthem, exhilarating, very hard to... Even now, every time I hear the anthem, you realize what it is to be free of a colonial regime.
Uma's husband, the late Tun V.T. Sambanthan, was a key leader who stood alongside Tunku Abdul Rahman and Tun Tan Cheng Lock in gaining independence. Uma said when the three leaders formed their relatively inexperienced cabinet, she prayed a lot for the country to be run well.
Apart from the momentary exhilaration and joy, there's this long-term feeling of responsibility. And all you can do at that point is to pray that God uses the leadership qualities, and main thing was to be honest to the people who elected us. Biggest part of the budget went for education and also implementing of English. My husband devoted to education. So when he came back from India, he concentrated on teaching English to the state children. All his portfolios was national. Telecoms, posts, JKR, all the big roads, bridges. For him, everything he did was for the people, and people meant all the races, not just Indian. So that's why when they call him an Indian political leader, I always differ. He was a national leader. And he used to tell me, he said, the British didn't leave us a legacy of proper governance. But he said, now we have, the first cabinet has to establish that tradition. So we have a tremendous responsibility.
Uma remembers our first Prime Minister as a leader who had a spiritual side and took his responsibilities seriously. She cited an example where she and her husband visited him at his residence the morning after the 10th anniversary celebration of Merdeka.
So early morning we went to wish him happy Merdeka. Then my husband said, after greeting, he said, you must have been very tired, it was a long night. Did you get some rest? He said, no, La Sambanthan, I saw that throng of people, and I came back and I kept praying for them. So that's how spiritually oriented he was. But he never wore it on his forehead, and not like now, where they are using it for political purposes.
Uma said, despite Tunku's role in leading the nation for the crucial first 12 years, he was not given full respect by all. She said when Tunku resigned, some forgot about him, but he did not care and stayed true to the principle of being fair to all Malaysians.